Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Brotos TV proudly brings to you in the blue corner the master of the Phoenix, the king of the sack your main and cannon up, the Protoss power for Aya. It is StarTale Ace, and in the red corner it is the Hydralisk master for the Swarm. It is Moon. I can't really think of any particular style he's shown throughout these games because he's really been reactive. He's been playing the way Zerg should be played, to react to your opponent. He macroed up hard in that last game when he saw his opponent was turtling. In the previous games, he reacted to his opponent going for Blink Stalkers by getting a shitload of Zerglings and just crushed him. He lost another 2 games by reacting again. He reacted to those wall-offs first with the Nidus Worm that didn't go so well the second time. Got beaten by a really wacky strategy when he decided to go in that back door and found that his opponent was just leaving his main base and migrating to the natural, and then finally nearly busted down the door. He came so close but didn't quite have enough. 14 gas. I'm gonna see a 14 pull surely. And this is now game 5 in this classic series. There's the spawning pool. And what a series it's been. 2-2, really exciting games, pretty much every case. The first game, I suppose, kind of drawn out after that stalker ball with Blink failed. There wasn't much to it except the Zerg just dominating, expanding, taking the map. I guess that's what we could call Moon style, is that he wants to know where to gold at. So he's been expanding, and that's how he's won. In both games that he's won, it's because he's been on 4 bases to 2. And in fact, in the first case, it was like 5 bases to 1 with 2 golds. No, it was 4, I think. But in both of those times, he's had 4 base. The games that he's lost, he's been on 1 or 2 bases. So, my advice to you, Mr. Moon, is to get a bunch of bases. Expand here, for crying out loud. The trusty Forge Fast Expand for Ace. He lost the first game when he went for 1 base Blink Stalker. He went 2-1 up from 2 fast expands that went well, and now the third game he went fast expand again. It didn't go so well, but game 5, sorry, the third game, I meant the 4th game. Game 5, he is going to try and get that Nexus early, so he went Forge Nexus Gateway. And we will see Zergling speed half done. Queens here, no hatchery just yet, but I expect when that number hits 300... No, this drone's just going home. I don't get it. I do not get it. Baneling Nest, now I get it. Uh-oh. So he's going to try and bust this down, and if he stays on 1 cannon, then he is He is totally screwed, because 1 cannon is no match for a bunch of Banelings. They cannot hit it there though, so I must say, but they can hit that Forge, bust it down, and let their Zergling brethren in to attack these guys. Finally getting his gas. Whoop. Bit of a hiccup there. So it is baneling. Time for a baneling pain fling. And what is he going to do? He's going to morph here. He's only got, in fact he's got 15 Zerglings. 5 Banelings are on the way, or 4. And now, so Zerglings, Baneling Bust incoming, and I'm just going to shut my damn mouth. Second cannon is on the way too. Let's see how this goes. So those Banelings did quite a bit of damage, we saw. They did get a big shot on here and killed a bunch of probes, but the Zerglings that did get in the base were too few in number and had been too softened up. They're not going to do too much damage because these probes can deal with 3 Zerglings, one of which is in the red. But it looks like he's got another Baneling. He's got a few more Zerglings, and in fact he is just going to expand behind this. So a neat move. Let's check the Harvester count. We can see it's 20 to 14, so still a Harvester lead for the blue Protoss Ace. But he was pretty well damaged, I think. Oh, and the Banelings are going to morph in here. This is not good. If they get done in time, they will kill all these probes. If they do not, then they will not. Oh, this is scary. All the probes are gone though. They've all retreated to that natural. But there's another attack coming outside here maybe. I'm just gonna hang out. Try and stay alive for as long as I can and deny mining at the main. That's a really wise move. So look at this income tab. We can see that he's actually not mining that much despite his massive harvester advantage. He's oversaturated at the natural. Now he's going to try and head home. Stalker strong against Banelings. One goes down and the cannon will do the rest. But some Banelings did explode on these probes. And he did lose quite a few harvesters there. He lost, he was on 26, now 17, so that's 9. He lost 9. And now the harvester count is quite a bit more even. But still, what a kooky game this has been. The Banelings have done a bit of damage, but not enough. You couldn't say that he has totally destroyed the economy, and you couldn't say that it has been a complete failure. It is somewhere in between, and this game is poised on a knife's edge. Here come some Zerglings. And they snipe a probe, and now the harvester counts are equal. Protoss just narrowly goes ahead, but again it equalizes. And a robotics facility now for the Protoss, who continues to put all his tech at the natural. I suppose he's worried about any Nidus action up here maybe. He can then just retreat, but it's good to keeping all his tech by the cannons, I suppose, is a wise move. Robotic facility, his opponent layering up. And looks like both guys are just going to settle in for a more standard game. The Baneling Bust. It wasn't successful, but it wasn't a failure. It's somewhere in between. And this is really hotting up this game. Supply-wise, we can see. 50 to 38, but that's no great surprise. I mean, quite a few Zerglings, fairly cost-inefficient units. And with these cannons, it's pretty even, right? He doesn't have much of an army, but he's got a strong wall. Let's look at the harvester count again. And the Zerg is now taking the lead, 40 to 34. Just getting his 3rd gas up now. His opponent getting his 4th gas. And the robotics bay is on the way, as well as ground weapons +1. Observer just popping out. He's going to make his way up to see what's happening at the Zerg base. Hey guys, what's going on? 4th gas. And an Evo chamber for those upgrades. And any spore crawlers he feels he might need. Hydroden on the way, and 3 gateways for his opponent. So 4 gateways on 2 base and Colossus. Quite a potent mix. Overseer being chased out by these Stalker sentries. Grooved Spines underway, that's Hydralisk range. On the other hand, Extended Thermal Lance on the way. That's Colossus range. And the first Colossus is about to pop out. But we have a Spire. Where are you, Mr. Spire? You're so small. Look at how small he is. So he pops out. These rocks are going to go down real quick. Still got a single Baneling in there. A remnant of an earlier strategy. Now up to 6 gateways. Just 1 Colossus now on the field. They'll bust down these rocks and try to expand. Zerg already getting his 3rd. A little late-ish, I suppose. But he spent a lot of his economy, got a late 2nd, because he was working on those Banelings. Income tab, we can see, still very even. Very, very even at this stage. which is good news for Protoss. If he's